situation right now and tell you why I called this press conference. I'd like to officially announce my intention in following in the footsteps of my illustrious forefathers and say that I'm running for Congress. Thank you. Kit, thank you.
At the time this press conference was being broadcast live to a global audience, our film crew were landing in Florida, ready to embark on a journey to gain insight into one of the most interesting and controversial political figures of modern times.
What is it exactly this is to prove? Like, everyone already knows who I am. God, I'm a Willard. We're an institution, we're a dynasty. Yeah, that's the right word. Yeah, dynasty, you know, you English guys are smart. Yeah, we're like the kings. Well, bigger than kings, you know, no one's gonna chop our heads off.
Oh, that's a very interesting question, may I say. And we actually have a very thorough and comprehensive drafted for that exact question. Next question.
When did I first get into politics? Well, honestly, when I was in Phi Beta Gamma, and they told me about all the pussy I could get if I got this job. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was never in Phi Beta Gamma. I think I meant to say that I heard about Phi Beta Gamma through my activist friends. Yeah, that's what I did. I never even went to school.
Oh, what do well, I wouldn't like to comment on that while it's still an open issue, but I have aired my opinions before on this, and I will not be doing so again.
As a member of the latest litter of a long illustrious lineage, it has been a somewhat inevitable progression into politics for Fabio Willard III. However, the governor's controversial antics, which many of his followers would laugh off as flamboyance, has led many critics to question whether 1,000 years of inbreeding is finally beginning to show repercussions.
What the fuck is this shit? This is not coffee. This is your fucking limey tea. You know what this always reminds me of? The Boston Tea Party. Apparently, this stuff was so fucking gross, they just threw it in the fucking sea. There's some fucking Americans for you right there, pal. They got rid of your fucking piss water.
Within just a few hours of meeting the governor, he had already begun to make a remarkable impression.
Hey, I'm not a communist. God forbid. I love America. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if I'm honest, my first real passion for politics came when I was at school. Yeah, especially seeing my father and what a great job he did for the American people and for my family personally. Why, I don't think this country could have been run any better than in the last 40 years. And my family have a big say in that, so I'm very proud to be a Willard.
No. Seriously, just no. We do not support gay marriage. That's one thing I will tell you right here, right now. We do not support the queers.
Despite Willard's controversial approach and often outlandish antics, his main opposition has come due to his age. Many believe at just 27 he is far too young and inexperienced to take up the role of senator.
Hey, I got shitloads of experience, man. All I gotta do is look for what my dad and grandfather before him did. It's easy. I'm not saying anyone could do it. God, you gotta have the right genes, the breeding. You know, you gotta have proper royal regal blood, man. Like I've got. I'm a Willard, as I said.
If we're talking too young, you only really have to recall Puyi of the Machu-Ojin-Juru tribe. He was the last emperor of China and the final ruler of the Qing dynasty. He ruled from the ages of 2 until 6. The same term as here in America. Your question is irrelevant.
I don't want to hear what those douchebags have got to say about my age. Like everyone said, I shouldn't compete at the All-State Finals when I was only 14. But me and Troy Geffen, we went there, and we took first and second place. I was whooping asses 10 years older than mine, and they were fucking loving it, man. No one was going, oh, the champ, and the guy who comes second. They're too young to win, People love winners. Even you limeys over there can appreciate a winner. And I'm as good as you're gonna get to a winner.
We all know the schedule. I don't need to bore you all with the small details of running for office, but let me just say I've got a great amount of experience for someone of my age. You know, it's ability, not age, that defies the man. You know, if I was 10 years older, would I be 10 years wiser? Who's to say? But let's hopefully find out in 10 years' time when I'm still in office that you will know that question to be false.
Prior to our arrival in Florida, we were lucky enough to meet up with America Radley and Vincent LaRoque. The silver screen duo attended the same high school as the governor, as well as starring alongside him in the infamous banned horror film The Stitchcock Massacre. We were granted an audience with them in their London recording studio, where they were working on their second album for Illuminati Bloodline Bastard Cohorts Records, a label owned by Trevin Geffen, another childhood friend of the governor.
Yeah, sure. I met Butch Willard back in second grade, and he seemed like an okay kind of guy. He was, a bit always a bit full of himself, but he was quite a crazy dude. He was quite a crazy dude.
We weren't close as brothers,
It was a kind of situation where the majority of the time we all knew we were a little bit too mature for his kind of hijinks.
I mean, we moved in very different circles. There was Butch had his wrestling, he was just always throwing people about, and they would go to wrestle meets, and he had the fraternity, and
he was typical red-blooded pro-American athlete at the time, and we were all part of a scene which now in retrospect may have been what contributed to his success.
the family connection is still strong. We're a tight family, but aside from that, we really don't have a lot else in common.
Everyone kind of got used to Butch,
We spent a lot of time together up to a certain age, but obviously then we went our separate ways. Butch wanted to develop his wrestling career, and I got into my future career.
Despite Willard's inevitable political destiny, his early aspirations were to be a professional wrestler, an aspiration he would only concede after failing to make the cut in a WFW tryout.
No, I won't be donning my wrestling Speedo shorts again, but I'm sure I can still fit in them. Thank you.
I'm not one to pass judgment on wrestling, because, I've never had any interest in it, but, from what I heard, he was alright, but, how good can you be at wrestling?
As well as athletic ambitions, the governor also flirted with a short-lived silver screen career, writing and starring in the infamous Stitchcock Massacre, a film that would never be released due to a super injunction put out by his family.
We just could not believe it. All that work that we put into it, and it was all just down to Butch's family. I don't know. They think they saw a cut of it, and I don't know. I don't know why why they didn't want to show it, you know?
All I know is that when we started the movie, we had scripts given out, and I know there's rewrites, etc., but the truth of the situation is, Butch wasn't a professional. He had no artistic or creative experience. And people might say, acting, what the fuck? Okay, I said it, okay? But when it comes to being professional, if you have no experience and you're thrown onto a movie set, I shit you not, the best of them will fall. They will fall. And that's what kept happening to him. And they had to keep shooting it and rewriting it, and, you know, we blew the freaking budget. So basically, it kind of got to the situation where it was stalemate. The movie that we had originally evolved into The Butch Show. And whilst I endorse the experience, I don't know about the movie. I don't know what it means anymore. And that's, for an actress, that's a hard thing to do. I'm fucking sick of this Stitchcock shit!
You just said a name that I haven't heard in a long time, and it just brought back a lot of memories.
Just keep rolling. I'm a professional. It's hard, though. It's hard, because it was a beautiful thing, and it turned into something, and, you know, you get emotional. You put your heart and soul. I mean, we were kids, and our whole careers have been warped by them not showing us. We deserved our time then, you know? We're all a little older, we're all a little wiser now, but then we're young. No futures ahead of us. Now we're divorced in London, trying to make our second album, which is great, but, you know?
I mean, I was involved. I had a very small part in the film. I can't really remember what my part was, you know, it was so long ago. But I don't remember anything particularly humiliating from the filming, at least not for me. But it could have happened. It's so long ago, you know, I just...
So,
So what?
yeah, that scene in the movie, he just kept forgetting his lines again and again, forgetting his lines. It was really starting to fucking piss me off, you know?
Yeah, I know.
He's kept trying to give me roofies. I mean, fucking roofies, what the fuck?
I know.
Who tries to give people roofies? I mean...
Okay, that was then. Okay, we were kids.
Yeah, I mean,
Doesn't have
but it's in the fucking movie. Now it's in the fucking movie. He did it wrong so many fucking times.
Okay.
That the director had to put it in the fucking movie.
Okay, but like I said, I mean, the whole movie got completely changed because of him anyway. What the fuck does roofies matter? You know?
I just don't want anyone to think that I would fucking take roofies.
Oh, I hate the way you say I don't want anyone to think I would take roofies. What the fuck have you taken? What else fucking haven't you taken? Damn you. Can we just get on with
I should have
it?
given you some fucking...
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. I'm not afraid of you anymore.
It's not even the right fucking finger. Poking myself in the fucking eye. Fuck you. Jinx. Now you can't fucking speak.
Fuck
now
you.
can't fucking
I can't speak.
Did I say your name fucking 3 times?
Fuck you.
You know what? I can't even fucking remember your name.
I can't fucking remember your name. You know why?
What is it? What's your fucking name?
Because I gave you a fucking roofie.
Leaked footage suggests that the Stitchcock massacre contained a ritualistic sacrifice scene. Many believe this was the true motivation behind the family's decision to block the film's release.
The truth be told, that was one of the only original scenes in the film that saw it through to the final cut.
Yeah.
The ritual scene, it was important to everybody involved because they thought that it would enhance the drama.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was visionary at the time, you know? I thought it was, you know...
But what I heard was that the people who saw it found it a little bit I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Is it avant-garde? Avant-garde? I think it's avant-garde.
I think anyone who knows Butch is aware of his creative streak and his frankly wild imagination.
We don't know. I mean, we can say, yes, it was very likely that once his family saw the film, they didn't want it out there because it showed Butch in a bad light, not to mention bad acting. But quite frankly, that's just speculation. I wouldn't say that. Don't quote me on saying that.
I seem to remember acting in it in some parts, and I don't want to go into that. But
For that ritual scene, you know, Butch's uncle was actually cast as a part of Fatso Eddie, you know, and you know, he was, you know,
He's a cool guy.
He seemed kind of cool, you know. He just kind of sat on
For
the
his age,
sidelines
he was a cool
and
guy.
you know, I mean, I thought he really supported the film, you know. I mean, he was financing it. I mean,
yeah, I think one summer our parents went over to Europe, and they left me and Butch with our Uncle Eddie. I mean, Eddie was a wrestler, so him and Butch got on great. I mean, you know, they used to wrestle for hours. They were so close.
I don't think he was originally supposed to play the part the way he did, you know.
That wasn't in the first.
But he couldn't really act. I think that was just the kind of guy he was, you know. He you know, he was
racist.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was gonna say very opinionated and, you know.
Yeah, that's because you're white. He was racist.
Patriotic.
Okay, and he was sexist. And they had to include that into the final cut because they had to write it in because he couldn't act the same way as Butch couldn't act. I don't understand how many actors are there in the world. You know, you want to finance a film, you want to be in the film.
Eddie paid for Butch to have the film made, basically, because he would have done anything for Butch, and he just wanted to keep Butch happy, I think.
I don't understand that. Fundamentally, you need to be able to act. Whether you're racist or not.
Yeah, he paid for the film, and luckily it never went general release.
So for, you know, Butch's family to take it, you know, to block it in the end, it was definitely a blow for us. I mean, like I say, we'd had parts, but this was kind of our first full movie, you know.
You know, back then, it was more of a situation where we'd all kind of been thrown together. We were all young. We all had limited acting experience, and you know, we were you know, on our own artistic and creative voyage. He was part of that. Even if you think, okay, maybe the rumors about his uncle and the rumors about him getting allegedly involved with certain cult practices to allegedly further his career. Yeah, when you think of it like that, it's not so great. But when you think about the beauty of what we created on that movie, and let me tell you something. In all this time, everybody has said to me, Stitchcock, Stitchcock, Stitchcock. Everywhere I go, I hear Stitchcock. Exactly. Stitchcock. You know, it follows you around because there was something special. So you can say what you want about Butch now. Think about him then. We were all just kids.
You know, he did help to finance our album, you know, and maybe that was kind of, you know, trying to kind of make up for the whole Stitchcock thing a bit, you know.
It was a rumor. It was a rumor. I'm just gonna tell the truth, okay? All the speculation about whether our album was financed because essentially our careers flopped after Stitchcock didn't, you know, get shown, and this was some kind of payback. That's absolute. I mean, that's trash.
Look, I love the MTV. I think it's fucking awesome. Some of those fucking videos, man, God, they fucking blow my mind. But I don't think the fucking masses should be watching it. It's okay for me, you know, I'm fucking educated, as I've told you 100 times.
He has been in Murder, She Wrote,
Yeah,
Miami
yeah.
Vice, other TV,
Starsky and Hutch. I was in Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, but
when I
that
was a
was
kid.
just a walk-on part. You can't count that. That's not acting. That's, just extra work. But that's fine. You got to do what you got to do to get by. Obviously, I had my stint on Broadway, and where I found my singing voice. And once we, got married for the second time, we decided that we were going to produce something together. And it was beautiful. It was the future for us, and it just so happened. It just so happened that we met Butch at one of these functions, as you do, and he was there, and he got involved. He got on board. He liked what we were doing, and he got some finance for us. As that's such a strange thing. That's how the industry works. Somebody spots your potential, and you run, and you take it, and you go until you get a career.
I know what's real, and I know what to know. But these kids, these urban kids, you know what I mean? Urban, they watch this shit and they fucking copy it. They all think they're gonna be fucking rappers and fucking hip hop in Pizarros. I don't even fucking know what words they use. I fucking know the words, but I don't understand their meaning. And it confuses me, because these people, if they can't even fucking talk in a way I understand, how the fuck are they gonna listen to instructions? So I say we need to fucking censor what goes out to these people. Definitely. Sex-wise, yeah, fucking great. Watch all the sex you want. I fucking love watching a bit of porn. Porn? Yeah. No, not the chess piece. Porn, like your fucking snuff movies and shit. Yeah, I love that. Me and Trevin and Troy, we used to we'd get one on the old 9mm, and we'd all sit around in his cabin and we'd fucking watch it. I tell you, I learned a few things there that come in useful, very, very much so in my youth, should I say, before I got married. Of course, that's all stopped now. But, yeah, culture's great, Who doesn't like culture? I love the books and their, culture. People they tell you should be cultured. I don't believe, everyone should be cultured, because it's not always beneficial. You know too much stuff, and, it clogs up your mind, and, you've got to think about all of it at once, and, questioning things. My dad just says, just take it, I'll tell you what to think, and you think that and you'll be happy, and he's right, It's much easier not to think and just be told, and I just act on things, I react. I don't plan so much, you'll probably come to find in our time together, but I like to react, I'm a man of instincts, he's been bred, I'm a survivor, I'm a winner. My natural instincts is to win, and I generally, most of the time, I win. I do win a lot.
In 1985, several tabloid newspapers printed a sensational story that contained details of an alleged homosexual affair between the well-known actor Pinky Pinkerton and a well-known political figure that many speculated was Willard.
We were young. There was a lot of drugs going around, not just roofies. Yeah, it was a hedonistic time, But what I think's weirder is after that period of time, and I'm not just saying this to hype the movie up, the actor who was in that relationship with the senator experienced some very interesting paranormal activity, not only on the set, but in his whole life ever since. And it's a strange feeling when you're around people and they have this kind of aura around them. You don't know whether it's good or bad. And it's not just because, of the part he played. That's nothing to do with it. He was an actor. Something weird happened to him and he became frightened. He was a good friend of mine.
What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't know nothing about any of this. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Do you not remember?
No.
When they, you know, did that kind of stage show?
It was made very clear when I agreed to do this interview that we were not going to answer questions like that.
And so it continued. I mean, you can read it in his diaries, which were serialized. There was things that were blanked out from that because we all kept our connection, you know? We were the originals, you know? Stitchcock. But what I don't understand is that he was a beautiful, generous person before Stitchcock. After let's say after the relationship, if you want to put it like that, he changed.
Yeah, I mean, the guy, he committed suicide, you know? It drove him to his own death, you know? Handcuffed himself to a radiator, and beat himself to death with a fucking saucepan or something. I mean, come on.
He must have been so sad.
Yeah, he used to be a real happy guy, you know?
In 1984, Governor Willard was subject to a police investigation surrounding a criminal drugs cartel. Although there was not enough evidence to bring charges against the governor, suspicion has always remained.
No, again, can I take this opportunity to categorically deny the spurious claims of my indiscretions within my youthful period. That was not what appeared to be cocaine, but actually an herbal remedy for sinus issues.
Sinus issues?
It's a hereditary condition. As many of you know, my own father has been notorious with his sinus problems throughout his reign in office. And unfortunately, along with his good attributes, I also inherited this one. Thank you.
Oh, sinus issues. I mean, no, I personally don't suffer from these problems, but I think Butch may have got it from my mother's side.
I don't know whether he's got like some kind of bladder infection, some kind of STD, or he's just fucking going to sniff another fucking line of cocaine.
I can assure you that there is no truth in the story, if that's what you're wondering about, but in terms of it being drugs, I mean, it's quite possible that my brother has sinus issues. I mean, we don't discuss everything.
You know what's so fucking funny about all this shit? He gets half that shit from Butch and from his friends, okay? And he doesn't like to tell his new London rock friends, have you noticed his fucking accent? Have you noticed how he keeps pretending to be all cockney every now and then? He fucking knows he comes from the trailer park. But anyway, he gets that shit from them. They just give it to him. They don't give a fuck. And he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Half the time, he doesn't know. And that's why I divorced him again, because, you know, I don't want nothing to do with those guys. You know? And don't tell him that I told you. But the truth of the situation is, they would love to be doing all this fucking shit here now. You know, they're going on about being senators and stuff. They're always saying, oh, can we come down and see you guys? I'm like, if they fucking come down with you, I'm out of here, okay? I've got a reputation to protect. You know, I'm a serious actress. I'm a serious musician. You know, yeah, I love Vincent. I do love him, but I don't want to be with him, you know? I thought he was coming back.
It's always been a problem for him, and medication changes so much for these things, and who's to say you wouldn't do your sinus pills off tits?
No, he's not coming back yet. He'll be like half an hour. He's probably taking a fucking shit. And if he is taking a shit, make sure you spray something in there! Fucking dirty bastard. You know what your shit stinks like if you take cocaine all the time? It's fucking disgusting.
You talking about me? You fucking talking about me again?
Yeah, I'm talking about you again.
Yeah. Can't stop fucking talking about me.
Yeah, I can't fucking stop talking about you because I love you so fucking much.
That's what I thought.
You got a little something there. Ha ha ha. You don't got a little something there.
It's just a bogey.
You don't.
Many of the governor's critics would argue that he is subservient to his father's imperialist agenda, rather than that of his constituents. The young governor's reluctance to discuss this issue seemed only to confirm that Cain Powell Willard had indeed played a very important role in the construction of this political figure.
Yeah, this old thing. Well, I always wanted one, one of the big Harleys, but my dad, he just said they were too dangerous, He knows stuff like figures and facts about hospitals and people who die. So he said I could have one, but only if I promised never to take it out the house. So, of course I said yes. God, who doesn't want a beast like this, like be fucking Easy Rider? And sometimes I like to pretend that I'm out on the road, on adventures and stuff with my pals and buddies. Take that, you fucking commie bastards. Yeah, that's a game me and Troy used to play in the summers. Oh, well, it wasn't always a game when we played it. We used to go out down to Texas with our uncle, and we just ride around on the range. We wouldn't ride, of course, because we were too young, but we'd sit in the back and we'd have our guns, and if we saw any people trying to come across the border, we'd get their commie asses. Yeah, good times. Makes me wish I was young again. Not that I'm old now, God. I'm only 25? But it's a responsibility that really changes you. You get to my age, I've got a wife now. I'm sure I have kids soon. I can't be riding around on, big hogs like this, putting my life in danger. Who's gonna run this country in 10 years' time if I fucking bash my head and become a retard or something? We can't have another one in. Yeah, it's fucking great times, man. I would let you have a go, but I'm afraid your skinny little fucking puny arms might not be able to hold the weight of this machine. It's American built. Never get one of those fucking slit-eye bikes. They're fucking made out of toffee paper. Well, of course I fucking know. My fucking uncle sells parts to them. This is a fucking real machine, my friend. A real machine. I could get 2, maybe even 3 real good-looking broads on the back of this bike. It wouldn't miss a beat. I could take them all to the beach, and get naked and have a good time if I wanted to. But maybe I don't want to do that, they slow me down. I'm a lone rider. I'm a crazy man, man against the world. Fucking commies. That's what I do. I go over to fucking Commuland and I fucking shoot some commies on this bad boy. Whoa, slow down. Nearly hit a fucking USA man. Those jokes. Me and Troy used to like jokes like that.
Governor Willard has recently come under heavy scrutiny for his radical proposals on new economic strategies. We were keen to find out more about what his opponents had labelled an unstable financial model serving an elitist cabal.
You want to know about economic growth? You fucking fag. What is there to know? Make money. We've been making fucking money for years. I got a fucking team of nerds who do that shit for me. You make more than you spend. Simple. If we run out of money, we make some fucking more. I know a guy who prints the shit, real official like. He worked for the fucking mint. Yeah, he put my face on one. It's gonna be released when I make presidency in 90. Okay, we scratch that. If I'm president, we've already got some special coins minted for me in my wrestling suit for my days as second place in Allstate. And on the flip side, it's gonna be my best pal and bud, my hombre. Well, not my hombre, I'm not fucking Mexican. But my best friend, Trevin. He's on the flip side. He's going to be my number 2 man, but he's my number 1 guy. Let me tell you that right now.
The Willard family has long been associated with the Geffen family. Governor Willard has been a long-time personal friend and business associate of both Trevin and Troy Geffen. Troy, the younger of the 2 Geffen brothers, has recently been implicated in a global smuggling scandal.
I don't know what you fucking do in the UK, but you come around my house talking about friends of mine, old associates, in that manner, I've got a good fucking mind to tear down with you right now, mister.
We are friends, you know, but I don't think public and private life, I don't think they should affect one another. You know, the Giffins may be on the board of my company, but I don't know because it's an anonymous board.
You think just 'cause I got a tie on, I can't kick it? I can fucking kick it. I kick it all over the fucking dining room.
We went to school with these people. People are friends with their school friends. If you both happen to get to the same place, I don't think this should be a problem.
What happened to Trevin was a grave miscarriage of justice. He didn't know those Somalian diamonds were blood. Is that what? I don't even know what their fucking charges are. They're so bullshit. I don't even know what they are. But all I know is the guy is 100%. And I'll back him till the day I die.
Yeah. No, I can just, for the record right here, right now, I'd finally like to quash these rumors of any familial association with either Troy or Trevin Geffen. We know them through any means as you would know them. They were established, recognized family in this country, but we never, and I repeat, never had any personal associations with either.
Yeah, I'm sorry for what I had to... Yeah, did you see that? Oh, thanks, I did look smart. My dad had this guy, this like young Puerto Rican guy. He came and did my makeup and hair. You know, first I thought, you know, God, you know, what would Troy say, you know, like a fucking fag? But, you know, you gotta do it, you know, when you wanna be a congressman, you've gotta do it. It's what everyone says, they all do it, Troy. Yeah, I know, didn't we always say they were fucking fags?
There's a lot of emphasis put on, you know, family ties, connections at this level, but I really don't think one should affect the other, the public and the private life. It's ridiculous. I mean, yes, Butch may have gone to wrestling meets, he may have got a McDonald's, they may even have gone swimming together, they may have ridden scooters together, but I do not think the two affect each other.
Oh God, Troy. Just hearing your voice makes me wish I could just take it all back and we could be friends again, you know, go back to Stitchcock and just, you know, fucking go crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't call this a mutually beneficial relationship.
What? No, what are you wearing, Troy? Oh, I didn't know you found someone else to wrestle with, Troy. Well, I know you've been away for months, and I know you're not a monk, you know, you have to wrestle. God, you know, I've been wrestling lots of different people. Yeah, I have been, Troy. Oh, okay, Troy, let's not be angry. No, you fucking did that, Troy. No, that was Francine, you know it was Francine. Okay, seriously, man, just fucking please, don't shout at me. You know what I get like when you fucking shout at me. Yeah, I know you're upset, Troy, you know, we're all upset, you know, Mom, she can't believe, you know, we can't, you know, have dinners and stuff together, and you know how much she fucking, you know, enjoyed your company when you came over. Yeah, I know, Troy, it'll all blow over soon, I know, when, you know, this is it, when I get in, you know, I'll sneak you back, I'll get you a job, you know, you just can't be... Yeah, I know. Okay, you gotta go, but you hang up first. No, you hang up. No, you always say this, Troy, and then I hang up and then you stay on the line? Yeah. Okay, pal. Yeah, okay. You too. And I'll see you soon, okay? I'll see you in the Cayman Islands, though, next fall. Worst case, are we going over there to pay in some money into the trust fund? Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I know where you'll be. God, we've been there 100 times before. Yes, I won't be followed. Yeah. Yeah, and you have some of that fucking marching powder ready, and we're fucking tear it up, man. We'll get some juice in us, and we'll fucking go crazy, man. Fucking, go strangle some fucking whore or something, like the old days. Yeah, but this time not get in the papers. Oh, Troy, how you can stay so positive is why you're my rock. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, 'cause I'll say hi to the guys and, yeah, then I will take pictures of the next sacrifice for you, Troy. Don't worry. God, you can always borrow my annual. Okay, yeah, seriously, I've gotta go. If Dad sees this call, he's gonna be totally fucking mad with me. Okay. Okay, yeah. Love you, bye.
The Willard family has held many prominent political positions across 4 generations and throughout many conflicts. With the end of the Cold War said to be imminent, we were keen to find out the governor's ideas on strategy to deal with the economic, social, and spiritual change that comes about from such a transition.
What do I say to the end of the Cold War? Goddamn yeehaw! I fucking knew we'd beat those commie bastards. Oh, what? Oh, I see. Well, what do I think about it? What is there to think? What's to know? We win. Team USA win again. Yeah, well, we're gonna take what we want like we always do. Right, Pa? What? Well, I don't really know what they have that we want, but I'm sure they've got some shit. Like, what do fucking Ruskies do? Like, I wouldn't mind one of those hats. It gets pretty cold over here, you know what I mean, in the winter months. I can't wear my boardies all fucking year round, can I? Fucking douche. But what, I hear they've got gas. It's like oil. We can fucking run shit on gas. We'll have some of that. And then we're selling some shit. They've fucking been buying Sonys for fucking $2,000. I can get them for like fucking $40. I know a guy. Works in the Sony factory. Well, I say work, he fucking owns it, but you know what I mean. I don't fucking socialize with low-rung fucking employees. God, they might fucking tell someone something,
I personally think that with the connections he's got, he's probably going to do a great job.
This goes no further, but I personally have a lot of friends high up in Russia, and we've been fucking friends for years. This is just a fucking PR stunt. We just like to throw a bit of cash back and forth, We got family in the armaments. They need to fucking sell bullets and shit. And if we can't fucking fire them, we can sell them to the fucking West Germans, whatever the fuck, whoever's buying them. I don't give a shit. All I know is, business is booming. And long may it continue, my friend. Commies or no fucking commies.
He's an asshole, yeah. You love him or hate him, he'll do the job. But all I can say is, I'm glad I live in London.
Yeah, I mean...
You know?
I mean, he was always going to get that job. I mean, he told me that when he was like 10.
During the candidate selection process, Governor Willard was seen as a rank outsider, overshadowed by the popularity of his much-loved rival, former doctor Reinhold Schroeder. However, due to the untimely death of the doctor, the outside bet was now running in a one-horse race.
I think it's awful. I think it's really bad what happened to that poor, tragic man and his family. I mean, he was never gonna beat me, but I respect competition. It's what this country's all about, mind you. You remember that. You fucking limeys, this is why we overtook you. We fucking left your shithole, come over here and we had competition. Now we're the winners, you're the losers. But this man, it was a grave mistake and a tragic incident that shocked not only me and my family, but the whole country, maybe even the world.
I find it offensive this kind of rumor is thrown about as if it doesn't mean anything. If you understood the connection between my brother and Dr. Schroeder, you would not be making these kind of accusations. They were like a father and son. Dr. Schroeder was Butch's personal physician for many years.
But I categorically deny having ever known that lone gunman. Why would I? I don't mix in these sort of circles. You know, I spend my summers in the Provence, in Europe. You probably know that. You Europeans, you live all together, don't you? You're all fucking close.
You want to talk about familial ties? Then you need to look at those two, because they were close.
These things happen. There are a lot of crazy folks out there. You know, I'm sure people have tried to shoot me in the past, but not everyone has got cat-like reflexes like me through years of training of wrestling. But hey, if I'm going to look at it in a truly honest view, I was kind of happy about it.
He got Butch through a lot of dark times. I mean, you know, they were like father and son. I'm pretty sure Butch looked up to Dr. Schroeder in a way that you could only look up to your own father. There's no way that there's any connection between Dr. Schroeder's untimely death and Butch Willard.
You know, I wasn't afraid of him. I wasn't scared of him. But candidate Schroeder, he had a lot of dirty secrets. That I know this. I was never gonna say them, because that's not how I play. I'm a fair fighter. But this guy had a lot of skeletons in the closet. That's all I'm gonna say, and I really don't wish to talk ill of the dead.
If you like corruption, greed, sodomy, and incest, why not give your vote to Schroeder this summer? Oh, right. That's why, because God struck him down for being a sinner. And if you want to vote for the only candidate with God's backing, vote for Willard.
When speaking to members of the Willard campaign, one former employee claimed that the governor had felt severely threatened by Schroeder's public popularity. She had also claimed that Willard had made several threats upon his life.
I don't know how your politics works in England, but polls don't mean shit. 80% of people know that. It's not until you get to the finals, that's when it counts. You know, I'm not fucking sprinting for the first 50 meters, I'm sprinting for the last, you know what I mean? It's about whoever crosses the line first, not who fucking makes a big song and dance and, you know, woo, you know, 70% of the voters in the pre-polls, they like this fucking ex-Dr. Schroeder, candidate Schroeder, you know, who gives a fuck? You know, they like what they fucking get told to like, and that's me. Yeah, some of them, they might be fucking scared and intimidated by my good looks and my fucking wealth and power and, you know, superior education, but I'm here to serve them. And ultimately, they will make the right decision, eventually. But those polls, let me tell you, they weren't organized by an officiated, regulated department of the government, right, Dad? Yeah, they're just some media, some small-time media outfit trying to make me look bad. They got their own agendas. Let me just tell you what the real poll count it is. I'm still here, and he's not. Finito. That's European.
In these kind of situations, there is always going to be finger-pointing. We all want answers. It's a very difficult situation, but frankly, I mean, they were so close. You could probably only really describe their relationship like that of a father and son. There's no way that Butch would have had any involvement in that.
There have been at least 4 occasions in high school where the authorities were involved and then it all became collapsed as soon as they found out about his family. And you know, this stuff goes on. This stuff goes on all the time, everywhere you go. And you know what I think? Last time we saw him and he was talking all about this, this guy, I can't remember, something to do with the Senate. I'm not really, you know, sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't. But I think it was the doctor guy, I'm not sure. And he said something about
Oh, yeah.
a fucking blooding.
I remember.
I can't remember what it was, but it just sent shivers down my spine. And something to do with the blooding in the doctor. I don't know.
I mean, that brings to mind the proverb, which is completely relevant in this situation, but sometimes the people that hurt you are the people that are closest to you. So your question is irrelevant.
Tell you what, I do miss that old salty bastard Schroeder. I tell you, he used to have some fucking good parties. The fucking broads and the guys, the young guys there. Yeah, screw you! You're the fucking fag. You wait till I fucking... Yeah, when I win, you'll be telling a different story. You'll be fucking writing my scripts, and you'll be writing them better. Yeah, I can fucking write them myself. But I'm too fucking busy, looking good. Winning people's hearts and minds, you fucking queer. God. Why did Dad make me employee? You're such a fag. Hey, you AV fucking dweeb. What's that fucking red light flashing means? It fucking dead or what?
During our initial interviews, the cameraman requested a brief pause in order to change batteries.
Yeah, don't mind me. Like my time isn't busy. Fucking AV dweebs. Hey, I bet you've never even got laid with a real girl before. I bet you all fucking spoon in your dark VHS cupboards, wanking over fucking Betamax. You fucking guys. What, like I'm fucking dog shit over here? Like I'm just fucking your servant? Do you even know who the fuck I am? What I could do to you? You've got a job today, fucking Mr. Know-It-All English fucking apple of my butt. But you won't have a fucking job tomorrow if I fart in your direction. My fucking uncle will snap your neck. I'll have your fucking children's, if you have kids, if you'd ever fucking bone someone, I'd have those fucking boneries murdered. You know, this is what I do in my downtime. You know, I like to relax, broaden my mind. Sorry. I got these fucking new neighbors, they're ethnic. They honk the horns. I don't get it. You know, I say neighbors. They're actually ground staff. We gave them a small residence on site because they're so fucking lazy. They never turn up for work on time. So we built them a little shack, and seriously, it's like they've won the fucking lotto. They're so happy. You know, they've got a bedroom to share between the four of them, and they've even got, you know, a flushing toilet. Like, I thought the fucker was gonna cry. He was gonna, like, bend down and kiss my feet and worship me, you know. It's not the wrong way to go, but it's kind of embarrassing, you know, when I got the guys round and they think you're friendly with the staff, but you're not friendly with the staff.
As our time with the governor was beginning to run short, it was becoming increasingly difficult to distinguish whether his avoidance of political issues was a simple ruse or whether he was as deluded as he sounded.
Well, first off, let me just say I don't appreciate the tenor of your question for such a celebratory evening as this one. But let me tell you, we will not, and I repeat, not be pursuing an aggressive overseas policy if I get into office. Thank you.
Let me first off clarify one point. I'm as true blood American as you're ever gonna find in this great country of ours. But we all came from Europe, man. And my family, we came from Europe too, so we can relate with the foreigners. You know, the Chinkies, the Afro-Cans, the Middle Eastians. We understand where they're coming from, and we understand what they want. They want to live the dream. They want Chevys, they want refrigerators, and we make that shit. And we know this shit, and they want to have our shit. So what we do, we just trade. It's as simple as that. We don't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. Maybe sometimes people have to be persuaded, but that's just culture moral differences. It's me talking to you, I can just understand what you're saying, and you almost talk our language. So these people, you have to sometimes, it's like training a dog. They're smart, don't get me wrong, and I've had some battles of minds with the pets of our family over the years, let me tell you. But these people, they need a firm hand, and they need to be commanded. And we're here to give them the best deal they're gonna get. No one else is as nice as Uncle Sam. And we need their stuff. Like, we're trying to grow our own oil, but God, do you know how long that stuff takes to grow? It's like forever. So for the time being, we give them all the shit, like MASH. You've seen that program, I bet you guys love that. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, that's what I mean. That's priceless, that's worth more than a bucket of oil. What they gonna do, rub it on themselves? We're actually using it for the good of mankind. We're making cars. God, everyone loves fucking cars. Your old 8-cylinder big block. I don't personally work on my own car. I've heard this, what was that you said, Dad? Carcinogens? He says it's carcinogens in the oil, don't get it on your skin, but I see plenty of the old black guys down in Florida Market. They're just covered in the shit. You don't see them griping. But to be fair, I wouldn't want to do it myself. But, what was the question again? Oh yeah, foreigners. Yeah, I don't want them over here stealing our jobs. It's okay, like Chiquita, the maid, she's been with us for years. She's like the family, but, not really the family. We wouldn't trust her alone in the house. That's why we have cameras. Don't tell her that. But yeah, foreigners, they're bad news. I don't know a lot, but I did see that TV special on third world poverty with that Scottish prick, Bonob, yeah. What? Oh, apparently he's a friend of my dad, so he's fine, but I swear some of those other guys are talking about the poverty and the AIDS. God, it sounds awful, but I think they're fucking queers. Like, I was watching them, and I know some of those guys, they blow fucking pipe, man. And I ain't listening to no fucking queers and what they've got to tell me about the world. I know what's going on in the world. Those people are just too lazy to get up and work. They want me to give them my money. They're like the bums down on New Street. They sit around drinking whatever the fuck they're drinking out of brown bags. And they think that they got a right to ask me for money? Why don't they do something? Why don't they polish my shoes? I don't know what, there's rubbish on the streets, why don't they pick it up? I'll give them a penny for a can. But I am not doing charity. The Willards do not believe in charity. We never got any charity. To be fair, we never fucking needed no charity. But we never fucking asked. Do you get me? Oh. Well, that was different. That wasn't charity. That was a business initiative. We were helping the government spend their money wisely. And look what they've got in return. They've had 3 great presidents and countless members of Congress and state whatever. We do a fucking lot for that money. Yeah, we're not gonna pay it back because we are the government now. We don't need to pay ourselves back. What's the fucking point of that? But in regards to these fucking Mongoloids with no fucking food and money, they've all got fucking big bellies to me. They don't look shy of a fucking dinner or two. Only last fall, my dad was out in Middle East making the peace. And these people, they don't want to talk. They all wear fucking towels on their head, for Christ's sake. What the fuck? Who can deal with a man like that? They're for fucking drying dishes, not for fucking hepwear. So we go over there, we try. We're the civilized people. We're the fucking educated. We're trying to teach these people how to behave. It's like the world. It's not just a fucking dusty sandpit at the bottom of the garden anymore. It's just a fucking real world. We're all in this shit. And if we're all in it, we've all got to fucking pay our dues. And we're not being fucking paid our dues. And this fucking Gaddafi, is that his name? Fucking, who the fuck is Gaddafi? He's crashing planes into fucking Scotland. And you're asking me what we should do? Hell, if I was you, I'd be fucking over at Gaddafi's place right now kicking his ass. He's crashing planes in my fucking yard. I wouldn't be taking this shit. And we won't be taking this shit on your behalf. You know why? Because you're our little retard cousins over the fucking pond. And we look after you. Because we're fucking strong now. We'll keep you safe. But in return, you fucking do what we say to fucking do. And if we say go over there and fucking kick his ass, you go over there and fucking kick his ass. Okay, yeah, so he's got some fucking oil. Whoop-de-fucking-do. We'll have it fucking soon enough. Don't you worry. We got it all under control. Fucking this plane's just the first part, right, Dad? I mean, yeah, this was a surprise to all of us, this fucking plane crashing. But, you know, we're sending our best men over there to make sure the story gets out that needs to get out. That's all I've got to say to you. That's the fact. Oh, you just called me buffing up on a little, light reading. Hey, don't worry, I'm not a fucking intellect. I just like looking at the pictures, man. They're fucking awesome. Really grossed me out.
It was beginning to become apparent that we were gaining the best insight into Willard's true personality away from the glare of the mass media, usually when partaking in one of his favourite pastimes.
Troy, if you fucking laugh again while I'm fucking doing it, seriously, you'll have to fucking leave. No, man, I can't fucking do it when you're laughing. Shh. It's ringing. Yeah, hello? Is this Ronald Reagan? It is? We got some pressing news for you, sir. Oh, what is it? Yeah, here it comes, sir. I'm just about to tell you right now. You're a fucking homo! oh my fucking god. Oh my god, he was fucking furious. Oh, that's so fucking classic, Troy. I can't believe you got his own number. Should we call him again? No, you do it this time. No, you. Okay, if I do it this time, you've got to promise you'll take your shirt off. That's the rules, Troy. You know the rules. They're always the rules. Who should we call now? Oh, I tell you what, Dad, he's over at the moment making peace talks with Maggie Thatcher. Shall I call her? Yeah, she's got some fucking balls for a fucking woman.
He's got a very intense sense of humor. Sometimes he says things like, you know, he wouldn't think anything of like flipping a guy over and, you know, full on body slamming him and then start pulling his hair and telling him shit like, you know, that you haven't heard before.
She ain't the fucking full deal, man. She's fucking crazy. She's like a chick with a dick or something. She's fucking ruthless. I think my old man's got a boner for her. No, seriously, Troy. I know. She's totally fucking gross, you know? Fucking booby and long hair and red lips. It's fucking gross, I know. God, it makes me feel sick. But you know, the old man, he fucking likes that kind of thing. He likes a fucking crazy chick. You know what? I fucking like crazy chicks too, Troy. No, you're the fucking fag. No, we both done that, Troy. That wasn't just me. You did it to me too. Yeah, okay, and we both did it to Francine, so that makes him more of a fag than either of us. Yeah, seriously, Troy. Sometimes I don't know who I like the best out of you and Trevin, because Trevin doesn't talk to me like this. You know, this is why we got Francine to fucking talk like this too. So what are we gonna fucking do? We gonna sit here and fucking bitch all day like a couple of fat queens? Or we gonna ring this fucking Maggie bitch? Oh, fine. Oh, you wanna fucking throw down? Well, you know where the fucking gym is. Oh, right. Oh, what, do you want me to get fucking greased? Oh, let's get fucking greased right now, you fucking queer.
It's strange because he has these kind of tendencies as a person to just become quite intense. All of a sudden, he goes from being, you know, just your average jock, harmless, a little bit stupid, brain between his legs kind of guy, to being quite a predatorial person.
You'll say anything to anyone, you know, say anything, just, you know. I mean, I've had to kind of get him out of the shit a few times, you know, where he's just said things to people that are really disrespectful, you know.
To be honest with you, babe, since I got married and we're doing this whole shindig now with me and my pa, things have changed officially. But, you know, I can always squeeze in a bit of free time after this interview if you want. You've not got bad legs for a boy at your age. Yeah, okay, speak to my PA, yeah, great. Oh, we're rolling? Okay, we'll cut that. Fine. Thanks. I'm going to put an extra bonus in your paycheck. Right, we ready? Do I look serious?
The problem is that sometimes he just doesn't know when to shut up. And I think that's a very important quality in anybody you know, knowing when to stop. But he doesn't.
Yeah, Butch. Yeah, you're speaking to him. Oh, you want Dad? Well, guess what? Dad's not here. And you know what? I'm in charge now, so fucking spill your beans, you fucking fag, and tell me what you want. Oh, it's not selling. Oh, we can't make the fucking quota. Shut your fucking mouth, you fat faggot. Oh, you don't like me talking to you like that. What you gonna fucking do? Oh, you're gonna go fucking cry. You're gonna go tell my pop? You know what? He fucking knows what I'm like, 'cause he fucking raised me. And you know what? Soon enough, the old man's gonna put me in fucking charge, and you'll be fucking doing what I tell you to fucking do. So put some fucking subliminals in then. God, I don't have to fucking do everything myself. How'd you think so many fucking people quaff down tastes like fucking shit? You won't fucking catch me drinking that crap. You see what it fucking does to pennies? Yeah, if they can sell that fucking shit all over the world, you can sell your fucking shit all over the world. Seriously, fucking do it, or you'll fucking regret it. Oh, you're threatening me? You think I don't know what happened to fucking Nixon? You think we don't know what happened to fucking Nixon? Pull your head out of your ass, you fucking old timer. Oh, you're on my fucking chest. Oh, my arm. I'll fucking give you something to fucking croak over. Yeah, no problems. Yeah, I'll see you at the next meeting. Yeah, love you too, Uncle. Bye. Fucking homos. Hey, Francine! What's that number for those fucking hookers? No, not those ones, the fat ones. No, not those fat ones. Yeah, okay. You don't tell Mom. Francine, you promised. Don't make me fucking wet Willard you. I'll make it the fucking law, you little homo. Oh, you're a fucking big man. You're a fucking big man talking while you're fucking running away. Yeah, hello. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, the usual. No, I'll take a skinny boy this time. Yeah, with a posh accent, please. Preferably English. I've got a real hankering for some English boy. Yeah, the usual. Put it on the account. Yeah, thank you. I hope they don't send another fucking ethnic boy. Fucking dirty bastards.
Like, thinking about it now, I mean, Butch did come out with some crazy shit sometimes. Some real crazy shit. And I didn't know where that crazy shit was coming from, you know? But, yeah, I mean, thinking about it.
What sort of crazy shit?
I don't know, just things about, slashing, crazy Jack the Ripper style shit. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think he had a fucking crazy mind. A fucking crazy mind. Yeah, you know, thinking about it now. I mean, I don't know about you, but, you know, thinking about it in the past now. I mean, yeah, I mean, some of the things Butch used to say used to make me think he was a bit fucked up, you know?
What? No way. No. Who told you about that? Oh, you fucking dog. Seriously? I'm not quite sure what the fuck was going on, like I was only 9 or some shit, but it was fucking freaky, man. There was some fucking guy dressed up like a fucking devil, and they had some fucking chick, and she's getting fucking screwed by all these old guys, and fucking blood and guts everywhere, and they're fucking smeared on my face, you know? I don't know what the fuck was going on, but I tell you what, man. I got a fucking buzz. It totally buzzed me. You know, I knew something was happening. You know, I felt fucking strong. You know, fucking strong like an ox. But I also was a little bit fucking turned on. You know, I don't think I was the only one. There was a few people pitching tents in their fucking robes. You know what I'm saying, bro? But, you know, we don't really talk about it because apparently some people, they don't understand our customs, you know, and it's like a fucking religion, but, you know, we don't want everybody following this religion because it's totally ours. We don't want to fucking have loads of, you know, dweeboids trying to fucking clutter up our fucking party time, you know, fucking split the keg, what, 40 ways? You know, fuck that shit, that's what I say. You know, fucking hoes and bros. That's it, man, hoes and bros. You know, the bros stay, the hoes can go. Well, most of them, you know, they fucking go, you know what I mean, man? They're fucking sick. There's also fucking A, you know, A time.
I learned a lot from spending time with him. I wouldn't say he taught me a lot, but that's just how those relationships are sometimes.
Come this fall, come voting time, you'll have two choices. Me and the wrong choice. It doesn't matter if it's the late Schroeder or his predecessor. The only choice to make is for Willard. Vote Willard for victory.